Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Eto na, nagsalita na si Prime Minister Mark Carney tungkol sa TFW program, Temporary Foreign Worker Program. Sa gitna ng mga panawagan na i-abolish na ang programang ito, specifically galing po sa Conservative Party, ang sabi ni PM Carney, siya po ay nagbabalak ng mga pagbabago sa TFW program. So it appears he does not have any plans to support any calls na tapusin na itong TFW program, but he does say na talagang kailangan itong baguhin. Okay? Pakinggan po muna natin yung kanyang soundbite tungkol dyan.
Now, it's clear that we have to work to continue to improve our overall immigration policies, and the Temporary Foreign Worker Program must have a focused approach that targets specific strategic sectors and needs in specific regions. So we're working on that, setting those goals, adjusting, and working to ease the strain on housing, public infrastructure, and our social services while we build that strong economy. We are welcoming. Canadians are a generous people. We're welcoming people to our country. We have to make sure we have the capacity to fulfill that welcome.
Yan. Balikan natin ang sabi niya. Ang gusto niya mangyari yung TFW magkaroon ng mas focused approach at mag-target ito ng specific strategic sectors and needs in specific regions. Yan pa lang po meron tayo sa ngayon. And he says these changes will be made soon. Okay? So ano kaya ang ibig sabihin nito? Well, to me lang, ang nakukuha ko lang dito ay lilimitahan talaga ng husto. Siguro, ang mga lugar lang na pwedeng pag-issuehan o makapag-hire ng foreign workers, and siguro specific work talaga will be identified. Specific industries perhaps will be identified, at yun lang po siguro ang pag-i-issuehan ng LAMIA. Yeah, sa akin lang po yan, I might be wrong. Kapag meron na pong magiging guidelines dito, syempre pag-uusapan din po natin yan. By the way, we will also have a separate episode tomorrow with immigration lawyer Ludang Zala ng ating suke to talk about this. Pero ang tatanong natin sa kanya, ano bang mga pagbabago ang dapat nating makita o gusto nating makita sa TFW program? If you want your inputs included in that episode, put them down there in the comment section. Magbabasa po kami ng ilang mga comments nilo doon sa magiging next episode natin. So ayun sabi ni Prime Minister Carney, he wants a more focused approach and it should target specific strategic sectors and needs in specific regions, at ongoing ang pag-a-adjust daw ng kanilang policy. Okay, ang tanong, sapat kaya yan para sa mga conservatives na nagbabalak rin, itulak ang pag-abolish ng DFW program sa parliament? Okay, mananahimik na kaya sila? Happy na kaya sila dyan? By the way, speaking of calls to abolish it, remember in my recent episode, sinabi ko po na yung premier ng Alberta, wala pang direktang sinasabi tungkol sa TFW program. Meron na po. And she is supportive. Okay, supportive of calls to scrap the TFW program. Sige, pakinggan po natin ang kanyang maikling soundbite dito sa report na ito.
Absolutely. The temporary foreign worker program needs to be repealed and replaced. We really have to get back to making sure that the kids who are getting out, needing those first jobs, that they get those first.
Alberta is pretty...
Ayun, It needs to be repealed and replaced. Alam mo nga, sinasabi ko dyan sa idea na tanggalin, tapos magkaroon ng bago. Basically, they're saying na they're just, making changes to the temporary foreign worker program. Magkakaroon pa rin ng isang programa para sa mga foreign workers. Diba? To me, okay, yung panawagan po ng Conservative Party rin, halimbawa, ay i-abolish, pero magkaroon ng special pathway daw for, let's say, foreign workers doon sa agriculture sector. So, ganun pa rin. It's not really scrapping the entire TFW program. Diba? Sila, on their part, gusto lang talaga nilang limitahan ng husto kung sino lang ang pwede. Diba? So, I do not see really na yung dadating yung panahon anytime soon at least, na pipigilan talaga yung pagpasok ng kahit sinong temporary foreign worker. 'Di ba? Sige, puntahan po natin halimbawa, itong press release ng Conservative Party. No? Teka muna, nasaan na ba yun? Ito. Again, yung detalye po ng kanilang mga policy proposals, we will hear that more clearly kapag nag-umpisa na po yung session at pag-diskusyonan na nila ito. But in this press release, ayan o, ito po yan, ayan o, and the Temporary Foreign Worker Program, we have an idea, a clue of what they have planned, no? O ano po ang gusto nilang itulak. Sabi, under this urgently needed plan, the TFW program would be permanently abolished with a separate standalone program for legitimately difficult to fill agricultural labor. Okay, so meron pa rin silang gusto na standalone program for agri. Tapos ang sabi nila, for ultra-low, talagang may ultra-low, ano kaya ibig sabihin nito, no? Ultra-low unemployment regions, ibig sabihin siguro, very high ang unemployment rate. Yun nga lang, wala pa po tayong nakikitang anong percent specifically, no? For those regions, there will be a transition period of at most 5 years while the program winds down. So para sa kanila, yung mga temporary foreign workers in these ultra-low unemployment regions, tuloy lang. Okay, magtrabaho lang sila until the end of their contract. But, nakasulat po dito, no new permits will be issued anywhere in Canada. Yan po ang sabi nila, no? Again, except for this standalone program for legitimately difficult to fill agricultural labor. Yan po ang kanilang panawagan. Tignan natin anong mangyayari dyan, ano? Balikan lang po natin, no? Ang dinidiin po kasi ng Conservative Party ay mga TFW daw po ang dapat sisihin sa tumataas na youth unemployment. Hindi rin daw po sila naniniwala dun sa mga nagsasabi na meron daw pong mga trabaho kasi na talagang hindi daw ina-applyan ng mga Canadians na, yung mga citizens at ng mga PR. Okay, pakinggan natin yung sinabi nung isa po nilang miyembro tungkol dyan, ano? Si MP Michelle Garner.
This is what the CFIB and others say, is that they're just not getting people to apply
I don't
for
buy
these things.
that. I think that's wrong. The fact is, even your network has reported extensively on the abuse in that program. There's a lot of workers, temporary foreign workers, who have been abused by these programs. It essentially amounts to indentured labor. We've heard about unscrupulous employers who are essentially taking kickbacks, right, from some of these employees. So, I don't buy the argument that Canadians aren't taking these jobs, especially when we see stories of kids putting in hundreds of resumes and not getting those calls back.
But where's the clear data point?
Yun, ano? Hindi raw siya naniniwala sa mga sinasabing yan. But guys, let's again stress, ano, kapag po ang isang employer, halimbawa meron siyang job vacancy, it's not just a matter of having anybody apply for that position na dapat po niyang tanggapin. Kinukonsidera din yung qualification syempre ng applicant. Okay, I think yan po yung isa sa mga sinasabi ng employers na, oo, minsan meron naman nag-a-apply pero they're not qualified. Diba? Okay, actually meron po tayong share na comment which I think is very valid, ano? Meron po nag-comment doon sa nakaraan po nating episode. Na sinasabi niya, hindi naman daw po talaga tama na i-generalize na lahat ng employers, halimbawa na naghahanap ng mga workers through Lamia, hindi nag-e-effort maghanap ng mga aplikante locally. Which is just right, ano? Ang pinupunto po natin in our recent episodes yung mga abusadong employers. Okay? I will share with you that comment that I received. Ayan. Very valid naman po ang kanyang point. Sabi niya dito, hindi naman lahat yan ghost jobs. That's an unfair conclusion. I posted a posting sa Job Bank on behalf of the employer. Binigyan daw yung posting ng 285 matches. Pero none of the matches are qualified as far as the employer is concerned. Ang reason daw, rubber manufacturing yung company, tapos construction yung highest scoring match na binibigay daw ng Job Bank. And no experience sa position. In that case, fake daw ba yun? Okay, ang sabi pa po niya, teka na cover pala. Employer wants to hire inside daw also pero non-qualifies. Okay, so yan po. Maraming salamat po sa iyo, ma'am. To end na lang po, no, meron pa akong isang i-share sa inyo na interview naman with a non-profit organization na tumutulong po sa mga migrant workers. Ang sinasabi po nung kanilang representative ay parang unfair naman na pinipin, as always, sa mga immigrants, migrant workers, ang mga problemang kinaharap ng Canada when attention should be given or the blame should be given to existing government policies that allowed all these abuses to happen. Lagi po natin sinasabi rin yan dito, no? Sige, i-play lang po natin itong soundbite na ito from CBC News naman.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. First off, your reaction when you heard that out of David Eby?
I was quite shocked, honestly. It was surprising to hear comments that were so divisive from the premier. You know, we agree that there's a lot of problems with the temporary foreign worker program. Our organization has been calling for drastic reforms to the program for years. But to hear the premier place blame on foreign workers for the government's failures is quite divisive and dangerous.
Eby said,
Yeah. Okay. So, diyan ko na lang po muna tatapusin ang ating episode. What do you guys think? Again, meron po tayong ititape na episode with our suking lawyer, si Attorney Lou. If you want your inputs there, ang pag-uusapan po namin ay anong changes ang gusto po ninyong makita sa TFW program. Okay? Kasi again, kung ako po ang inyong tatanungin, I would prefer to support calls to fix it rather than scrap it altogether. Okay? So, that is it for this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!